Good afternoon, Cape Fear Academy Upper School students. It's Mr. Fee, and I'm in my garage. Part 3. It is Tuesday, March 24th, I believe. It's hard to keep up with dates in this weird time. Thank you for joining in. If you are today, we're going to change a flat tire. Now, two things before we get started. First, I got a book right here called The Old Man and the Boy by Robert Ruark. Love this book. If you're a sportsman, like if you like to fish, hunt, all that stuff, get this book, read it. It's fantastic. The other cool thing is most of this book takes place down in Southport. Really interesting. You can actually go down. It's where Robert Ruark, the author of the book, spent his summers with his grandfather. Really neat. But the reason I have this book, there's a reason, has to do with the flat tire we're about to have to change on my truck. So that's part one before we get started. Number two, it's time for Mr. V's joke of the day. All right, you ready for this one? This is a good one. When can a sandwich cook? Again, when can a sandwich cook? When it's bacon, lettuce, and tomato. Whew, that's a terrible joke. Next, tomorrow, we're going to do the pirate joke. That's PG-13. Warning you. PG-13 pirate joke tomorrow. All right. So anyway, the reason I brought this book out is because there's a wonderful passage in here that I think's apropos to changing a flat tire. What's the normal response when you walk outside and you see your flat tire? Typically, it's one of consternation, agitation, lamentation. It's angry, right? Sometimes some words that might get beep, 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 should fly out of your mouth. However, I'm here to tell you that changing a flat tire is not that bad. And so, in the wonderful words of Mr. Robert Ruark, whose grandfather's speaking to him at this time, cussing is a prerogative for adults. You've got to earn the right to cuss, like you get to earn the right to do most things. Cussing is for emphasis. When every other word is a swear word, it just gets to be dull and doesn't mean anything anymore. Now, is it okay to cuss when you get a flat tire? Depends on the circumstance and depends on who you're around. Always think about, would you say this stuff if your grandmother or grandfather were around? That's what I was told when I was a kid. Then I forgot. So I walked out this afternoon, and I got all in. I told you guys, I'm not playing. I'm serious. Look at that. Can you see it? My tire's flat. Can't drive on that. You don't ever want to drive on a flat tire. It's very dangerous. The rim can cut your tire. If it's a front tire, it's even more dangerous because then bad things happen. So you have a flat tire, whether it be on the side of the road when you get up in the morning or while you're driving. What do? Safety first. Safety first. If you're on the side of the road, pull as far off to the side of the road as you can, hazards on. If you do not have enough space on the side of the car where the flat tire is to safely be around the side of the car, don't do it. Call mom, dad, call a tire service, somebody. Safety is paramount, okay? You have to have enough room to kind of be beside the car and around the car. Number one, be very, very safe. Turn your hazards on. Make sure your blinkers are blinking if you're out in traffic. But still, no matter what, call folks, mom, dad, somebody. So consult your owner's manual. Remember that one. Find out where your stuff is. Everything on this big, beautiful Ford truck right here with a handy-dandy latch that I guess pop the trunk with. Everything's located right here. Look at that. Shiny, nice. Painted that myself. And there's the jack. So first thing I'm going to do, all right, is I'm going to get the tools of the trade out to do this. All right. Most of these in your cars, newer cars, are going to either be in the trunk, underneath the floorboard, somewhere in there. But look in your owner's manual. It'll tell you where to go. So this is my jack. All right. And it's going to tell me where to put it in my owner's manual. Spoiler alert. I already know where to put it. So I got my jack out. All right. Now I got to figure out how to wind that jack out. So open the old door of the truck. Oh, flip the back seat up. And then the back seat back here. I don't want to show you. It's kind of gross back there. I
have my tools of the trade. Here we go. All right, so what do we got here? Tire iron. It's going to unscrew the bolts. And then if you see this big old guy right here, that's the tool that goes into the jack. All right, so shut the door. Good to go. Here, I'm going to set you over here on the ground so you can see. Now, the first item up for business, those aren't the bolts for the tires. These are the bolts for the hubcap. So we got to pop the hubcap off. Luckily, we got a nice little tool right here. Pop this right off. It's going to make some noise. Maybe. Let's see here. Got to get over here on the side. It isn't easy. That's the hardest part of the job, really. There we go. And it flies off like so. All right. Now, here are your bolts. Important tip. Do not jack the car up without loosening these bolts. If you do, your tire will just spin. So, had an old friend once tell me that if you want to learn how to work on anything, if you can turn your hand this way and turn your hand that way, you can fix everything. Tightening nuts, turn right, loosening left, lefty loosey. So I'm gonna put my tire iron on here, turn it till it gets loose. Get my tire iron on here. See, truck's starting to want to run a little bit on me. All right, get around. They're on pretty hard. You might have to stand up. You might have to put your foot on them. All right. You want to get them kind of loose so that they come off easier once you get the jack on there. All right. So these are nice and loosened up. All right. Now, that's the first part. So now let's come on back here. Let's see. Can you see in there? I think you can. It also kind of stinks because this always happens when you have nice clothes on, which is why I'm wearing nice clothes, because my wife will be mad at me. All right, so this thing tells me that I need to put the jack right up under here, underneath the axle, right here. Now, I'm going to wind some of this out by hand so that it's easier. These are pretty cool little jacks, by the way. I found this one at Cape Fear Pick and Pull. One of my most favorite places in the world to go when I get in trouble at home. Costs $2 to get in if you're over 16, and the treasures you can find in there, well, just like this jack stand. See, this is the boring part, and I wish I had good video camera stuff so I could edit the slowpoke part out, but why? When this is what really happens when you're out on the road. All right, let's get that about right there. Okay. You can't see me now, but I got my tool here, and it just kind of hooks in here like so. It's not easy to do without it already be. Come on now. I'm going to unwind it a little bit first. Get a little bit of jump start on it. Most of the jacks nowadays are scissor jacks. A lot easier than this one. All right.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing? Good. All right. So, much better. Getting closer. Getting closer. Let's see. This isn't fun. This is when I wish I had one of them fancy scissor jacks that your cars have. But we're getting there. All right. I think we got it now. Let's see. Negative Ghost Rider. There we go. Come on. It's an art and a science to these old trucks. And sometimes a cuss word is effective. But I want to remember my good friend Rob Ruark. Make sure that I'm cussing appropriately. Here we go. We got contact now, friends. It's go time. All right. Now, I'm going to bring you back over the other side. Here in a second, you can see the magic as the tire rises. All right. Now you'll see that the tire's off the ground. Now I can easily take these bolts off. Now, if you go back to the checking your oil video, you'll remember having some paper towels in the car is not a bad idea. And the reason is because you get dirty doing this. Pretty dirty. I could cheat and go get my DeWalt impact gun and just pull these off. But that would be cheating. And I don't want to cheat. I want to show you real time. All right. Yeah, don't lose these guys. Ah, so close. Sometimes you can rotate the tire enough. Oh, it's just so close. Y'all go get a sandwich. Do something fun. Hey, if y'all juniors are watching this and you haven't filled out your Outward Bound paperwork for your trip online, please go do so. Public service announcement. They need it. We're still going to Outward Bound. You got to have a bona fide medical reason not to be able to go. And you can ask anybody that goes. You'll have fun doing it. All right. Well, that joker just doesn't want to come off. Whew. All right. Now you will get dirty doing this. That I promise. I'm gonna cheat. Hold on a second. Where did he go? He came back with cheating. All right. Let's see here. Let's see if I got the size that'll fit. How about I don't? No bueno. Come on now. There it is right there. Okay. Such fun. All right, so now your tire's off. All the lug nuts are off. You want to make sure you keep these somewhere safe so they don't go flying off. Then all you do, pop the tire off. Make sure you get your spare that you can put on, the nice one with all the air back in it. so you can put your air back on. You put it on, so we're going to pretend this is my spare. All right. We're going to get it. Oh, it's not easy. Got to line up all these holes. Sometimes it don't want to go. There we go. Now, you want to put the nuts back on. Okay. We're going to cheat again. All right. Let's do it real quick. You'll notice that these bolts are tapered at the end. This side goes in towards the hub of the wheel. All right, I'm going to tell you a trick here. You're not going to be able to get them all the way tight while your tire is in the air. It's just not going to go all the way tight. So what you're going to do is you're going to get them as tight as you can for the wheel to move. See how the wheel, you can feel it. And then what you do is you skip every other bolt. You don't want to tighten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You want to go here to here, skip to here, then back to, then to here. So I was here, I'll skip to here, get that one a little tight, then I'm going to skip that one, I'm going to go to here. That one's loose. That's why you want to do it. You want even tightening to the hub. You don't want it out of, that one's tight. That one's still tight. Skip to this one. That one's tight. That one's tight. That one's tight. Okay. Now that they're tight enough, now you want to drop it down to the ground so that you can finish tightening. All right. And you kind of want to put some oomph on it when you're tightening them. So get it right here. Oh, get some oomph. I'll skip that one. Here. Good and tight. Skip that one. Here. Good and tight. Good and tight. And just go around again and make sure they're all snug. And there you have it, folks. Change the tire. Now it depends. If you have one of those small little skinny spares, don't go fast on it. Stick around 50 miles an hour. Get it to a tire place. Get your flat tire fixed. They'll put it on for you. All right. Whew. That was my workout for the day. Getting old. All right, folks. Dirty hands. But now you know how to change a tire. Read your owner's manual. Safety first. Never, ever, ever get under a car with that jack stand holding the car up. That little, don't do that, okay? There's lots of traffic. You don't have room to work. Don't do it. Call mom, dad, aunt, uncle, best friend, Mr. Fee. I love to change some tires. So, guys, be safe. Hope this learned something from it. And stay safe out there. And I miss you guys. And I look forward to seeing you as soon as we can.